Hey everybody, good morning. Hey, Kimberly's here. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, prayers for my sister-in-law this morning, everybody. It's yeah, not a good. I'm not gonna throw her business out there, but it is important. As Kimberly said in the chat, it's yeah, she's been on the stream here before. Her name's Terry, and yeah, hopefully everything works out. So it is her prognosis is very concerning, but hopefully it will be good after the surgery. So, all right. And hey, babe, the guy just said he thinks he's at the right place. It's a white truck. If you could go out and see if he's in the right place. And anyway, so crypto, look at this up here. Look at this up here. 9.66 million cryptos. Look at this absolute craziness here. Right there. Yeah, the contractor for Tesla came to install the home power share this morning. That he thinks he's at the right place. So he just texted me, of course, right when I'm live. So 9.66 million cryptos. Are you kidding me? Yesterday it was 9.6. So almost 100,000 cryptos coming online. Absolute craziness in just one day. 777 exchanges, 3.68 trillion in market cap. Absolute wild. Now, before we talk about anything, all trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Past performance not necessarily indicative of future results. This presentation here intended to be informational, educational, fun, entertaining, not a recommendation to be buying or selling any financial instrument. If you desire that personal financial advice, you need to hire and consult a financial advisor, which is not what I do, and most of them probably not going to tell you to get involved in crypto. Be careful. Crypto and adjacent stocks was the #1 performing asset in 2024. Not AI, not cruise ships, crypto and related tickers. If you missed out on that, sorry. I tried to keep everybody abreast of the situation, but can lead the horses to water, but you can't make them drink it, as they say. My dad loves that one. My dad loves that one. He says it all the time. And it's truth. Truth, I can point out the stuff, but I can't make you do it. Now, be careful, all right? There is some crazy stuff happening here. This one right here, people on Twitter last night griping about the rug pull. Where did it even go on the? It dropped back to 19. It was way up the list, dropping back a little bit. And back up to 51. Look, be careful here. It was up to 74, 75, 75, 90. And back down, dropped out to 37. And that's maybe the first move down, the second move, third move. Yeah, this is very all standard stuff here. First move, look at 3-wave. Probably going to go lower. Very standard, okay? Like, this is human psychology 101. It also could be bubble pattern. And we come right back down. Be careful. Jumping in Trump official. I'm just telling you. Be careful. Huge reason to be careful. Look at that number. They released 200 million coins out of almost 1 billion coins. That's sketchy to me. 20% is out there. That means 80% can just be dumped on the market. That's not my kind of deal. I mean, I'd be very, very careful. I don't like that kind of. It's not, I mean, just be careful, all right? You can see the price variance all over the place. It's not a very stable market yet. Be careful. Where do you buy it? All these places. Look. Right here. You can go buy it all. Binance, Bybit, OKX, Radium, Kraken, KuCoin, Orca, Mexi, HTX, Gate.io, Radium again, Crypto.com. You can buy it at Crypto.com. All these places. You can go buy it. There's all the different tradable things for it. It's like Crypto.com lets you trade in US dollars. Most of them, you got to have USD, Kraken, US dollars. A lot of these, you got to have USD Tether. Solana on Radium, you can go buy it. If you got some Solana. And Radium is a DEX, a DeFi. Distributed exchange. So, all right. Lots and lots of markets. Will it be stable? Maybe. Be careful. There was one wallet. Look at that. There's a wallet that sold 32 million in 30 minutes. And that was without ever buying any tokens. So that's one of the... Be careful. That's one of the original people that got their coins without buying. Yeah, airdrop tokens, 32 million worth, cashed out. This is sketchy AF. I'm just telling you. This could be the reportedly being run by his son, not by Trump himself. I guess, you know, his youngest son, that is, not Donald Trump Jr. or Eric. So be careful. We're talking Barron here. I just, you know, I look at that stuff. I'm like, several people contacted me over the weekend asking me about getting involved in that. I was just like, be careful. I mean, look at that. Down 20%. Sketchy. Anyway, I like to stay, lately, I like to stay up here. Number one. Number two has been struggling. I've been struggling. If you've never been to this site before, it's CoinMarketCap right here. And it just gives you a nice big broad base look at all of crypto. I like to stay in the top 100 most of the time. Of course, these ones that pop up here and make a debut in the top 100, gotta have a skeptical eye on them, all right? Now, could Trump do like this one right here? And we just be in this initial correction phase? Sure. We could see another spike and a bigger correction and another spike and another correction. It's entirely possible. It's all human psychology playing out. All right. This one's been a wild ride so far. Has potential to go higher. Really want to see it hold on to that prior high over there. It's getting really close. Potential to go up. If we start breaking down, though, potential to come back down. All of these are, sketchy. This one has 420.69 trillion. It's a complete joke. Like this, so many cryptos are just a complete joke. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. Where's the utility? It's kind of like people jumping into XRP. People are like, JT, what do you think? XRP going to be the next big coin, right? Yeah, I mean, it could jump up to number 2. That wouldn't be difficult at this point. Take that 400 billion, excuse me. Take, doubling wouldn't be too hard. To be up to 6. Would I expect much more than 6? 650? Probably not. Let's just be realistic here. Like, it's going to take a lot of people getting in there. And then what do you do with XRP? Oh, you can send it overseas and blah, 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 blah. How do you cash it out? It's not like El Salvador adopted XRP, except they adopted Bitcoin. People are adopting Bitcoin as an official currency in their country. Not Ethereum, not XRP, not Tether, not Solana, not Binance, not Doge. Bitcoin. That's the one. All right? All right? Just keep it in mind when you jump into this stuff. If you're not familiar with crypto at all, it's the most volatile asset class out there. All right? This stuff can be absolute crazy. You see DeFi coins, look at these. There's millions. 9.6 million coins. Where do you go to trade them all? I like to hit this all the time. It's an important point. Look at this. 9.6 million coins. The number one broker, Binance, right here, supports 459 coins. Number two, Bybit, 700 coins. I never heard of Bybit. Coinbase, 270 coins. It's very accessible in the United States, but only 270 coins. How do you get the other 9,660,000 coins? You're going to have multiple accounts at many of these brokers and know how to work DeFi. All right. That's kind of the way this works. And most of them are absolute crap. I think we're going to have with the way this is exploding right here, we're probably going to have the great altcoin shakeout. I say altcoin, meme coin, crap coin, however you want to look at it. Shiz coin, whatever your word is for it. MEXC down here has 2,700 coins. That's not even much. Gate.io, 2,500. That's not even much. Crypto.com, 365. That's not much. Not when we're talking 9 million cryptos. Yeah, nothing even close to 100,000 or anything. So it's a very difficult market to trade. It can be very illiquid. It can be very crazy. It's a very difficult market to understand. Maybe you just want to stay in the regular stock market and get your exposure that way. There's some great tickers for that. Great tickers for that. All right. Be careful. Total market cap. Right here. This is trading views. All right. This is not the same as coin market caps. This is trading views for the coins that they list. They're looking at a $3.59 trillion market cap valuation. Now, what did this do? Made a high back here, 2021. Made the low down here, late 2022. Around the fib line, we came up to that 1272. Right there. Pulled back, retested the breakout. Heard me say this before. If you're new here, you should watch a few older videos. Watch videos from last week. We talked about this on NASDAQ. We hit the 1272, now retested the breakout here. As we move up, likely to get the extension right up here, 1.618. That could be the top. Now, if you're like, the hype on crypto is real, we're going to the moon, I got news for you. We're closer to the top than we are the bottom. The bottom was down here. When everything looked horrible in crypto, everybody's talking crap about it. This was the time to buy. All in here. This was the time to buy. If you're buying now, you're late to this rally. Severely. Be very careful. Beating this drum because it's that important. Look. Here was the prior cycle. Had some volatility, then we got going. Look where we stopped. That was the last cycle. Busted up through the 1272. Got a little overexcited, retraced it, retested the breakout. Rally up, stopped cold at the 1618. For those of you with pie in the sky dreams, Trump's going to put in Bitcoin strategic reserve. He's our first crypto president. Got his own meme coin. Be careful. That may be it. All right. Everybody cool? Welcome comments. Just don't get too overly sucked in. All right. This is what human psychology does. Suck us in with excitement. A great story. This move may already be nearly played out. History says we're closer to the top on this cycle. This started way back here in 22. Possibly, very possibly, we get up to the 272. Very, very light possibility. It's possible. We could rally up there. Probable? Probably not. All right, thank you, babe. I'll be off, the show when I get done, I guess. Another 30 minutes or so. All right. Total 2. And if you didn't know these existed, they exist on TradingView. I don't know about any other platform. Total 2 takes out Bitcoin. This is where things get interesting to me. We have not made a higher high. Take out Bitcoin. That's not a higher high. All right. That's a lower high. Potential for this to fail. Wouldn't that be rough? All these cryptos, everybody expecting a big meme coin run. And it just fails out right here. That'd suck. Total 3. Let's take out Bitcoin and Ethereum. So Ethereum has been the big underperformer. That's dragging down crypto. You look at total 3, take out Bitcoin and Ethereum. Just look at all the other 9 million coins. Barely poking above. Could that go? It could. We could get to the 1.1448, 90% of the way to the 1272. We might extend it up here. How does that compare with last time? Well, let's take a look. Got the high. Got the low. Actually made the lower low right there. This one petered out just north of the 1272. Didn't get the 1618. What did it do before that? We don't know. Altcoins weren't really a big thing. Coins outside of Bitcoin. This one might stall out in this 1.4, 1.36 to 1.7, possibly $2 trillion area. Possible. We're going to have another crypto winter. It's going to happen. All right. It's like winter is coming. It's kind of like Game of Thrones. Stay on your game here. Don't get caught buying a bunch of stuff and then ride it all the way in the dirt. Beating the drum now because this is going to happen here in the next month, maybe 10 months. It may last us out to October. All right. Everybody cool? Everybody clear? Hopefully you're hearing me. I don't want to see people lose money. We're closer to the top than we are the bottom. We were at the bottom down here. What's DeFi? It's distributed finance. It's the way to short crypto? Yeah. Look at this. Crypto industry, bear 1x. This thing's going in the dirt as we rally higher. This is one that, with good timing, maybe buying down here near the single digits or after it does a reverse split, this one might pay out. Might fail. Never know. There's some Bitcoin shorts and there's some, this is a ever changing industry. This has only been around for a couple of months. Doesn't even make a roadmap line yet. Lambo, LMBO. It's kind of funny, right? 2x bull on the crypto industry. Dun, 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 dun. There's all sorts of blockchain, Bitcoin strategies out here. If you want to catch a piece of Bitcoin, you could use a leverage strategy like this without going into the crypto market. This is highly liquid. You can get in and out any day the market's open. BitU, another one. All right. If you wanted exposure to Solana, have some of that. Right there. If you wanted some exposure to Ethereum, here you go. Now, Ethereum's chart, not looking the hottest compared to Bitcoin's. Bitcoin, I'm looking for that move, definitive move. Good, solid move up through 105, which it looks like we might be able to stick. This spike higher does concern me. If we reject back below 105, that can fail and come back to the roadmap line. Very cautious here. Did make a nominal higher high this morning. Didn't trigger my alert right there. Be very careful. This is volatile. Look at this volatility. Crazy volatility. We got a big flush last night, then we get a big pop this morning. Be careful. I keep saying that, but this is the most volatile, the most dangerous asset class. If you're sitting there going, man, I got to get a piece before this thing rips off, you probably need to put the mouse down, close your trading account. Don't open a crypto account. You're going to lose money. All right. If you put a few bucks in the BitX, money that you could take out back, put in your fire pit and light it on fire, you wouldn't care, wouldn't bother you. It's not gonna make you mad, not gonna make you sad, not gonna put you in the poorhouse. You could buy a few bucks of this. All right. You can put 60 bucks in and buy a share. Go to one of the brokers that allows you to buy fractional shares. BitU, running slightly cheaper, not much. You get a piece there, all right? You gotta be very careful. I'm just, the FOMO is real. Like, you've watched all these people make so much money, right? You're like, oh my gosh, people are getting, Trump just made billions of dollars and it's all over the news on this coin. I gotta get a piece of it. Please be careful. Look at this craziness. Let's see, MLK, that was a good, there's not even much candles going on here. When we topped out, let me put it out of log mode. It looks scarier. Look, that's 3 waves up. The way we usually track it. Look, 1, 2, 3. If we make a lower low here, that's 5 down. That can start a bigger downtrend. We can go back to 0. Be careful. Be careful. That's 3 waves up. That's a move down. It's a lower high. It's a move down. That looks impulsive too. 3 waves up. Another move down. This thing could go much lower. Resistance right here. Can go down. Could it pop? Sure, absolutely. Is that gambling? Probably. All right. I'm very, very attuned to this. I've seen this happen so many times. People get hyped up in it and they get ripped. All right. Look at our old buddy Doge over here. Zoom out. Get us some clarity here. Look at this. Had a massive pop over here. Let's go to, let's see if I can find the all-time history. I think that was it. There we go. This was nothing for a long time. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Didn't barely move. Didn't do nothing. All of a sudden, hype. And guess what happens? Bubble. Right back down. Now here we are again. Lower high. What does this look like? It looks like the GME chart. This. Consolidating off the high. Can go right back down. Be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. Trading crypto. Is the most volatile asset out there. You've got to have a plan. Got to know your twists and turns along the way. A lot of people thought I was full of crap when I was calling for Bitcoin to go higher back here. I was like, that was probably the bottom. For those of you that have been with me, you know. A couple days after it made the low, I was like, that was probably the bottom. Right after FTX blew out. People are like, nah, FTX blew out, crypto's going down. I was like, that was it. That was probably the bottom. Here we go. Here we are right now. 107. Where are we likely to top out on Bitcoin? 150 to 170. Right there's the likely target. Could we get a little spicier? Could we go a little higher? We could. It's possible. 200,000. $1 million a coin? Probably not happening. Not this cycle. Maybe years later. Probably not this cycle. It's just the realities of the market. All right? Just the realities of the market. There's this thing. It's the theory of big numbers or law of big numbers, however you want to refer to it. Bitcoin right now. $2.1 trillion. What happens when you come up here and your company gets to be worth $3 trillion? Kind of stops dead cold. We've seen it on that one. We've seen it here. We've seen it here. All three of these companies lately been swapping out who's number one. Barely getting any higher than $3 trillion. Apple up near 3.5, but pulling back. It's very difficult to double a stock when it's worth $3 trillion. It takes a lot of money to pull in. So what does it take to make Bitcoin worth double what it is right now, 200,000? It takes $4 trillion. This has to climb all the way to the top spot here, above Apple. You'd be like, well, look at gold. Gold's had like 10,000 years to climb to that level. Bitcoin's got here in 16 years. Could it 10x and eclipse that? How likely does that seem? That we're going to go to $1 million and eclipse the market cap of gold? I welcome thoughts and I mean, sure, anything can happen. We can inflate the currency. It's just not a reality right now, though. Where does that money come from? Where does $18 trillion come from? Is there $18 trillion sitting around waiting to flow into Bitcoin? I mean, the reality is it probably only takes like 10 to 20% of that number. But still, that'd be like upwards almost $2 trillion flowing into Bitcoin to push it up here near gold. You can let me know in the chat if you're appreciating this conversation or if this is boring or, I'm trying to, beat this into your head because a lot of people are like really hyped up on crypto right now. What does it take to double that? $2 trillion. What does it take to double XRP? $188 billion. basically $200 billion. What does it take to double Ethereum? $400 billion. Look at Trump right here. $10 billion right now. $10 billion market cap. That's like it's already traded $40 billion worth of trading in the last 24 hours. That's crazy, right? It's traded 4 times its market cap. That's a dangerous market right there. Dangerous market. Be very, very careful. Get sucked into this stuff. The hype is real. The FOMO is real. It's a real emotion. A lot of these coins are going to zero. Yeah, I'm just, hey, totally real here. I'm not hyping anything. You want to invest in one of these, stick to the big dog. It's probably more stable, even though the numbers are absolutely insane. Look at this, up 17% in the last 7 days for something that's worth $2.1 trillion. I mean, what? Still crazy, right? I mean, just look, NVIDIA. What happened when we got up here? We got up into the $3 trillion club. We had an immediate reaction negative, and then we came back up, and we've just been here, sitting at the top. It's very difficult to double once you're in the $3 trillion club. It's not a reality of going much higher. Like this one, likely to churn and kind of follow the other ones that are up here. Apple. Giant spike and sucking the money back off, right? Heck of a run. Been in the $3 trillion club for a little while. Having trouble getting higher. It's the law of big numbers. The big ones they just can't go much higher. There's not that much money in the system. So where does Bitcoin go in $1 million? How does that work? What's the scenario money-wise? Where does the money come from? Sure, it's possible. It could possibly happen. We go to $1 million. If it does, liquidate everything because it's probably coming right back down. This shoots up, probably coming right back down. Bitcoin cycle tells us once we play out this move, we are likely to see an 80 to 90% drawdown. It's probably coming up. Sometime between now and October. October this year, not last year. October, right out here. Sometime between now and October. I've got this on my other chart. We're likely to top out. That's why that target's right there. We're going to go into crypto winter. It's going to go down. It's going to retrace. Probably upwards of 80 to 90%. That's why this is here. It's probably going to go back to $40,000 a coin. Sometime late 2026. There's a 2-year cycle, right? 2021, last time we made a high. Or I mean, 4-year cycle, excuse me. 4-year cycle. 2021, last time we made a high. Add 4 years, 2025. Now, we topped out October 2021. The cycle before that topped out December 2017, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Knock a few months off. We went from December to October. So about 2 months off, right? Every cycle runs a little bit faster. Go the one before that. Right there, November 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's the high. 18, 19, 20, 21. There was the high. 22, 23, 24, 25. What is this year? 25. Likely to top sometime between right now and October, and then bottom. 4-year cycle on the bottoms. November 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Look over here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That's when we bottomed. Over here, it's hard to, basically 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That one top, that one bottom 18. So that cycle, a little bit off there. Looks like it was actually, it's hard to tell which one was the bottom. Without zooming that up more. It was probably right in there, right on the flip between 14 and 15. So hopefully this is helpful. This is the way crypto works. Why? Because this is 100% driven by human psychology. 100%. How long's crypto winter? About 2 years. Crypto summer, about 2 years. We've been in crypto summer, or I guess spring and then summer. You could look at it like crypto fall and winter. I look at it as winters from the peak to the trough, and then summer goes from the trough to the peak. So about 2 years and 2 years. But most people didn't think we were in this crypto summer until we broke out higher. That's just kind of the way most people think about it. This is the doldrums of, winter, even though it went up a ridiculous amount. That ascent we had off the lows, right there, up to before even halving, we went up almost 400%. That's a heck of a move, right? Now, since halving, we've only managed about a 54% upside. Crypto not likely to be the top performing asset of this year. It was the top performing last year, not likely to maintain that crown this year. We're likely to see this top out somewhere in here and start the retrace. We might be back down below this level by the end of the year. First move down was pretty violent last time. Be careful, please. All right? Please be careful. Hopefully you understand. Hopefully. Anybody got questions? Ask them in the chat. I do welcome questions. I'm just trying to go through. Like this is exciting. Is it likely we're going higher? Yeah. How much can we make? Well, from there to there, if you're just in Bitcoin, 57% upside from where we are. That's not bad. Not bad. Hit the ideal 1618 target. 177, 172, 177, somewhere around 60%. Why do I offer BitX? What's a 2x performance? Has it been around? No, it hadn't been around. This has 2x performance. So if we possibly, I know this will open higher on Monday, so I'll go up here to the highs. I mean, Tuesday, excuse me. If this does 2x performance, 120%, roughly 154. That'd be nice. Nice potential. All right. Steven, my opinion, not much. It's, it's buy the news, sell the rumor, or, buy the rumor, sell the news. If the rumor of creating a strategic reserve is what's driving it, the reality of that will probably create a sell-off. It's just the way human emotion works. How many times have you heard that? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Coin market cap. There's lots of different places. I like coin market cap, just ease of use, nice, clear data. There's not just one place. There's lots of places to get coins. This is Trading View. That's a 2x leverage. If you don't believe that crypto's going higher, get some short stuff. If you're not sure what... There's Biddy right there, short Bitcoin. This is going in the dirt. Reverse split. Going to keep declining as Bitcoin climbs. But when we get the bottom, sometime later this year, if this thing stays solvent, it'll probably go higher. Hadn't been around. We don't know what it did last crypto winter. Hadn't been around that long. Can you make money on the way down? Yep, there you go. You make money on the way down? Yeah, you can play puts on BITO. You can play puts on IBIT. IBIT is BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. You want to stick with BlackRock? Cool. You can sell calls. You can buy your Bitcoin. Right? It's almost 1,000 divider right there. Or maybe it's 2,000, almost a 2,000 divider. I'm trying to get the number right. We do BTC USD divided by IBIT. Yeah, almost a 2,000. 1,800. So takes 1,800 shares of this to get you a Bitcoin. Roughly. Looks like the official is like 1,750. So this will probably jump back down to 1,750, and IBIT's price will jump up when the market opens tomorrow. If you didn't know you could do math on tickers, there you go. Math on tickers. Let's take Bitcoin and divide by IBIT. So back to IBIT. You can buy IBIT, right? 1,800 shares, get you a Bitcoin. It's worth. Come down here. Like, I want to play a 20% upside by March. Take the price, 60, go 20% upside. Grab the calculator. Say 60 times 1.2, 72. Come in here. Like, I'm going to sell the 72 call for March. Bring in $200 per contract, per 100 shares of IBIT you have. Then you've locked in a potential 20% gain plus a little gravy. Not bad. If it's up there, you get called out. If it's not up there, you make the $2.50, $250. Not bad. Are these options probably going to be different price by tomorrow? Absolutely. And if you thought this was going to plummet out, once we get near a peak, 150,000 maybe, you can buy long-term puts. Look, covers 26, covers 27. You could be out past when I expect crypto winter to play out. Are these expensive? Yeah. Does the market know it's probably going to do a pullback? Yeah. Could you play a spread where you buy one, say, buy a 55, sell something in the 45 range? Yeah. Could. That's a way to play the downside. All right. There's many ways to play. You're like, I'm not comfortable in options. It's okay. Don't have to play that way. And if you don't like the volatility of this, stay out. Don't have to trade it. All right. I'm talking crypto today because the market's closed. Now, every week I go through all of these tickers right here and give a weekly update. And I do that in Crypto Power Plays. That's the system that I do this in. And I try to find opportunities. You notice this is not 2 million cryptos. This is about 75 tickers that I find most interesting. Some of these starting to become absolute garbage. Some of them don't look like they're going to recover. This starting to look pretty bad. Other ones down here. H-bar performing. There's other stuff. COSPA starting to look a little rough here. Not performing right now. Optimism looking optimistically bad. Starting to break down. That's just sideways chop. Where's the opportunities? Where do I have most of my money? Bitcoin and related tickers. Now, for those who've been following me a long time, I've been very big proponent of this one, going to triple digits. I bought a lot of options when we did this. Bought a lot of options. I bought them when we did this. You could only go out to 2025, January 2025. Guess what? Those options ended on Friday. So I'm out of a lot of my exposure. I'm probably back down below 200,000 on my exposure tomorrow. Cashed out quite a bit of money. Some of those options were up over 500%. Pretty good. This is a game of strategic 3D chess, if you will. You got to buy when it looks nasty. You got to be able to get out. Did I buy back in something else? Nope. Does this have opportunity to rally? Yeah. Does it have to? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I think, here's my theory on miners. Couple different layers of this, all right, as we move forward. Miners' cost, after halving, went up to about $90,000 a coin. It's kind of funny. Look where that line is right there. That's basically, this line right here, basically the cost to mine a Bitcoin. We keep going, we're back down and testing it, where miners are making $0. Now, I have a theory that if we get into the $115,000 to $120,000 zone, miners become pretty darn profitable all of a sudden. Now, there's other market dynamics to this, but miners become quite profitable in this zone, and we may see a rapid price appreciation in miners as Bitcoin gets in this $115,000 to $120,000 area right here. Rapid catch-up. But I think 99% of the miners are going to go bust in the next crypto winter. Mara might be victim. Riot certainly doesn't look like they're going to be able to maintain. Anything that's got a high level of debt, probably going to get crushed on the next crypto winter. A lot of people in the crypto industry get tricked into thinking that this time's no different than any time before. All right. Don't fall victim to that. Could it be different? The market can do anything it wants to do. Is it likely? No. DeFi is dangerous. I don't dabble in DeFi. I mean, I do mess with it. I haven't found any reliable way to make money in DeFi. It's full of crooks and liars and cheats and absolute scams. Can you make money doing it? Sure. Is it more gambling than it is trading? Absolutely. Absolutely. Be careful out there. I would not borrow Bitcoin on a loan. I would not loan my Bitcoin to anybody. There are coins that I own, that I have them staked down, making money. Right now, I'm set for liquidation. I'm waiting for the moment when I'm going to liquidate nearly everything I have. There's coins that I have that I mined with zero cost. Probably going to keep those. Probably going to keep those coins. There's other coins I've bought. When they get to the right price, I'm out. I held through crypto winter this last time. Watched it all go away. Watched it all come back. Now I'm ready to liquidate. All right. Be careful out there. Remember the holiday? MLK Day. Inauguration for Trump coming up later in the day. I guess they're probably just about to start getting started here. I'll be back with you. Same bat time, same bat channel, 9:15 tomorrow morning. We'll do it all again. We'll look for what's moving, what's popping, what's dropping. Yes, was looking pretty spicy already. Can we stick the pop? Look at that. Still getting continuation. If you didn't know the futures were open, they're open. They're about to close. Getting continuation so far. If we can break through that 618. Rocket ship, baby. Be careful. We'll see where we are tomorrow morning, 9:15. Good luck out there. See you tomorrow.